Is that Angry Birds? Alright. Post it on the socials. I will have to see if the game works for real. We're live. I forgot to fuck with the camera. Fuck with the camera. Zoom, you fuck. There we go. And now we fix the camera. It's always fucked. What's the device default? Oh, that's right. I don't like that one. You can see too much. There we go. Until the first jump scare. Hey, fuck you! The jump scares are scary. My food's almost done. Let me just wait. Need it. If I tab out of the game, it might fuck it up. Yeah, it's fine. No one's watching anyways, except for Michael. Except for that Michael motherfucker. My #1 fucking fan. Josh gets jealous. I could probably... I mean, I'm not even at half my VRAM, bro. And it keeps fucking up like that. Usually, games will only do that when my VRAM exceeds my capacity. But for some reason, it could just be Requiem. The game did just come out. The RE engine is far from perfect. The sponsor is clearly better. The sponsor is the best. He's not just clearly better than you. He's... I don't know. It's a little much. Damn. The RE engine is honestly not fucking good. It's just not fucking good. I could also use a better CPU. But I mean, I got 32 gigs of VRAM, or RAM. I just need more VRAM, dude. Like, if I had 12 instead of 8, that'd be fucking gnarly. That'd be really gnarly. So I think I'm gonna take this one back, get a full refund, and then pay like maybe an extra $100, maybe even $150 to get a better one. It's just they're all fucking sold out, and they're probably even more expensive now. I'm already agreeing with you. I just had to make it clear, you know. You know what I'm saying? What I mean? What I'm saying? What I mean? I think you know. I also stopped buying energy drinks because NOS won't sponsor me. No, it's because my heart will fucking explode. I'm not supposed to drink energy drinks, but I can drink NOS and feel just fine. Other energy drinks make me feel the jitters. I think that's just an energy drink thing. Stream's working fine. Damn, heart problems. I don't know if I have a heart problem. My dad died from hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, which is a heart disease that I may or may not have. I have to get my heart checked every 4 years. So do my brothers. Yeah. It's not the worst thing that can happen to you. No, I haven't died from it yet. But he died in his sleep. What the hell, bro? Motherfuck, what is that? Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. It took me like 10 years to remember that. I asked my mom, "Hey, what did Dad die again from before I was born?" She's like, "Oh, he died from a heart problem called hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. I remember waking up and I just thought he was asleep. Nope, he was dead." And I was like, "Well, that's fucking an awful thing to experience." I hate that this one doesn't fit the screen for some reason. Fuck it. All right, we're watching news. Hey, you shut the fuck up for a second, all right? Yeah, it's kind of long. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to remember.
The objectives will...
Holy fuck, that's loud. I like this guy. He's very not leaning. He's very neutral. This gives us the facts.
Suki's so Maui. Is Suki a Maui boy? Oh, yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is. That's all Maui. Charm Alma.
Alright. Got my third. My third. Michael, do you guys have canes in El Paso? Like, this is why I'm always broke ordering food. I only do it when I'm streaming, so I can stream. Damn, we got hella low latency. It was an immediate response. Good boy. Sorry, I know you goddamn it. I know those black people don't like being called
take
boy.
some time to achieve, and in some cases, will be difficult and gritty work. We expect to take additional losses. That's the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Kane, setting expectations this
General
morning
Kane.
in the Pentagon press briefing, the first since U.S. kicked off operations in Iran, and he added during that statement that additional U.S. forces are now being deployed to CENTCOM. Now, this comes as the United States and Israel say that air superiority has been achieved over Iran, meaning more and bigger airstrikes are on the way. We've seen the war continue to escalate overnight, with Hezbollah now entering on Iran's behalf and some of our European allies considering joining the fight. We also have the IRGC saying that there are 560 American casualties so far. There is no evidence to support that, not even close.
Talking about
but I am seeing that
minimum
stat
40,000
and that number
Iranians
enough that I thought it was worth addressing in today's video where that came from. Now, there is more that happened in the last 12 to 18 hours that we can possibly fit into any sort of update. So this is being recorded at 9 a.m. Central on March 2nd. We'll see about maybe providing a couple more of these as the day goes on. There's just
this guy's an
a lot
ex-artillery
happening
officer.
in every direction. It's a bit chaotic, to say the least. We did get notification a few hours ago that 3 American F-15s were brought down over Kuwait, according to U.S. Central Command. 3 U.S. F-15E Strike Eagles, flying in support of Operation Epic Fury, went down over Kuwait due to an apparent friendly fire incident. During active combat that included attacks from Iranian aircraft, ballistic missiles, and drones, the U.S. Air Force fighter jets were mistakenly shot down by Kuwaiti air defenses. They said all 6 aircrew ejected safely, have been safely recovered, and are in stable condition.
There's a video of this guy in Kuwait running up to the pilot. And he's like, "You okay? You okay? Yeah. America, yeah." He's like, "You safe?"
This is an ongoing investigation. In fact, General Kane, in his statements earlier today, addressed this, saying that they know for a fact these 3 planes were not brought down by hostile fire.
Even other Muslim
Friendly fire
countries
happens.
are like, man,
it's
fuck
a reality,
Iran.
especially when you're looking at a very congested airspace like we're seeing right now in the Middle East. I mean, you've got not just American and Israeli aircraft flying in both directions to and from targets, right? We heard last night that we've got at the very least British and probably Jordanian aircraft in the skies shooting down Iranian drones as well, and then Iranian drones and missiles flying in every possible direction. Friendly fire is going to happen. Unfortunately, it's a reality of war, especially large-scale combat operations. For 3 planes to be shot down in what appears to be pretty rapid succession, something went wrong. So we are likely to hear more about that. Fortunately, the air crews do appear to be safe. Now, unfortunately, we got news just moments ago that the 4th American has so far been killed during Operation Epic Fury. The CENTCOM, Central Command, put out an announcement that one of those that was seriously injured in Iran's first wave of attacks, apparently in Kuwait, second, succumbed to his wounds. That marks 4 U.S. killed in action since the war began. We do not have additional data
One of my
in terms
ESO
of the service
streams,
member's name or even their branch that I've seen confirmed, or their
this
unit.
guy
It does
in my
appear
guild,
that these casualties were
like,
in
made
Kuwait.
me a bunch of armor,
Secretary
and he was like
Hegseth,
playing as a
in answering
Khajiit, and he
question
kept
about this
talking
in
like a
his press
Khajiit
conference
to
today,
me.
said that they were in a tactical
And finally,
command
I was
center
like,
when a squirrel
"Brother, are
got
you
through.
drunk or
Not
just
sure if it was a
seriously
drone or
roleplay?"
an Iranian missile, and that appears to have led
And he was
to
like,
the
"Damn, my bad,
casualties
dude.
the
I'll
United
tone it
States has
back." And I was
suffered
like, "No, I'm just
so
genuinely
far.
curious. Like,
Now, President Trump,
I don't mean to fuck your
Secretary
flow."
Hegseth, and General Kane have all been on camera in the last 12 hours providing updates. I'll have a link in the description below if you want to go back and watch all of those in their entirety. I'm going to try my best today to pull out what I think are some of the key components.
I kind of felt
Yesterday,
bad.
President Trump said that hundreds of targets have so far been hit in Iran. He added that 9 Iranian ships have so far been destroyed, and we do have some imagery here from Damian Simon over on X showing some pretty significant damage to at least one of the Iranian naval facilities.
Yeah,
President
I've never
Trump
seen
said
it that
combat
serious
operations
before.
will continue until all objectives are achieved. He added there will likely be more U.S. casualties. He called on the Iranian citizens to seize this moment and take back their country, saying, quote, "America is with you." And he added that the entire Iranian military command is gone. I'm not sure about that part. There's definitely been some degradation, a lot of casualties among the top command in Iran. That's a very broad statement, and there pretty clearly is still some degree of command and control. There, no doubt are fractures in that chain up and down, but we are still seeing pretty effective movement and the launch of a number of missiles and drones that would not be entirely possible if the entire military command was gone. And that brings us to one of the challenges the United States and Israel are facing right now is the striking of these mobile missile launchers. You'll recall, I think it was 25% Israel said they destroyed during the 12-day war. This is the issue because they do have some fixed missile launch locations, but by and large what they're doing is they load up missiles on the back of trucks, especially outfitted trucks, drive them out from underground facilities, usually a number of entrances all across the country. They launch the missile and they turn around and go back. So it's not like these are static locations like you might expect with air defense systems where we can map them, we can mark them, they might move a little bit here and there, but generally speaking, at least the radars are going to be out there. These launchers are not sent out until they have a mission to fire. So in order for the United States and Israel to take these out, it's a game of cat and mouse. We essentially have to have strike assets on hand to be able to carry out that attack in the brief period from when the launcher exits its underground facility to when it carries out the mission to where it moves back. And just like the United States with our HIMARS, you better believe that the Iranian soldiers train constantly to try to make that process as fast as possible. And then, of course, on top of that, the locations where they're conducting these launches change. So it's not like we can just watch one location, maybe. Can't watch one launch location, and then the targets are likely moving. So that adds a lot of complexity into what we need to have overhead for a specific period of time to effectively take out these launchers. Now, another argument here is going after the underground facilities, kind of cratering in some of those entrances. It sounds like that might have been some of the U.S. focus with the recent B-2 strikes yesterday, and it sounds like B-1 bombers actually flew over last night. Some of those heavier payloads, larger munitions could be used right now to try to kind of bury those entrances to shut off Iran's ability to continue launching these missiles. Now, Israeli operations have certainly continued overnight. They said in a large-scale wave of strikes over the past several hours, following the Israeli Air Force's achievement of air superiority over Tehran, Israel struck dozens of the Iranian regime's military command centers, including headquarters belonging to the IRGC, intelligence headquarters, IRGC Air Force command centers, and internal security headquarters. They say this completed wave of strikes significantly degrades the Iranian regime's command and control capabilities, including the elimination of personnel operating within its most central military headquarters. On top of that, it sounds like Israel has continued to focus on going after a lot of the Iranian ballistic missile systems, saying in recent hours they've been operating with air superiority, striking ballistic missile launchers, headquarters, Iranian defense systems, and more. In parallel with this, they did release some footage showing a number of Iranian drones that they shot down as they were approaching Israeli airspace. This is some footage that we've not seen a lot of yet, given how much there is likely to be out there. So a lot of the U.S. aircraft that are in the region right now are not necessarily entering Iranian airspace and dropping bombs or firing missiles, especially when you're talking about things like F-16s, even A-10s to a degree. Any number of these aircraft are likely being utilized to try to intercept and shoot down Iranian drones as they are exiting Iranian airspace. So we're starting to get a little bit of that footage from Israel, but given that, I mean, north of 400, maybe more than 500 Iranian drones at this point have been launched, there's a lot more of that likely still out there. Now, the war, once again, it seems like every update we have, it continues to escalate, continues to expand. In this particular instance, it looks like Lebanese Hezbollah has entered the fight. Yesterday, last night, we got notification that they began rocket launches into northern Israel. They eventually claimed responsibility for this, saying, quote, "This operation was carried out to avenge the pure blood of the leader of the Muslims, Ali Khamenei, which was unjustly shed by the criminal Zionist enemy, and in defense of Lebanon and its people in response to the repeated aggressions of the Israeli regime." In response, we saw Israel was ready for this. I'm not entirely clear the effectiveness of the strikes. It looks like some of the Hezbollah rockets may have fizzled out, maybe weren't exactly ready to go. Israel immediately began retaliatory strikes on targets all across Lebanon. The commander of the Northern Command, Major General Milo, said the strikes will continue and their intensity will increase. Now, Hezbollah has been heavily degraded over the course of the last couple of years, but they do still have a pretty significant missile, rocket, and drone stockpile. So when you look at how the Israeli invasion into southern Lebanon a little over a year ago, and they were able to take out a lot of Hezbollah's locations, and of course through the pager operation and subsequent airstrikes across Lebanon, almost all of the Hezbollah leadership was killed. Something that was not dealt with, from what we can tell from publicly available information, was Hezbollah's drone, missile, and rocket arsenal. A lot of that was underground. We have seen footage in recent years showing the scope of some of these facilities. They're driving trucks through them. Hezbollah does still pose a threat. In this case, it looks like they're specifically going after Israel, but some of these munitions are a little bit bigger and could be used to target U.S. bases in the region as well. Now, one of the considerations as these strikes have been ongoing is
it's hard to beat the Muslims, man.
Trump might be trying to pressure the Iranians to come back to the negotiating table. In fact, some recent kind of
when they die, they think they're going to heaven for what they did. Strong beliefs over there. Silly geese. Alright. It's time to play the game, Michael. I don't know what you thought this was. We're here to play the game, dude. let's begin the jump scares, shall we? Can I open my map? Yes. Game didn't break. Let's go. Yo, if there's another spider, I'm quitting. Yeah, we watched this last night, or the night before. We'll skip this for now. Needs a detonator. See if we can find any schloot. How the fuck are these cranes still standing? Aid a nuclear blast. How was it on nuke? It was big rocket. All the zombies are dead, I guess. That's kind of a shame. I was hoping for just a city of the dead. Filia ammo. I need some more Requiem ammo. Use it on that fuck ass spider, dude. What do I need for that? I can't make Requiem ammo. That's unfortunate. Ah, damn it. Oh, cat cam. If the cat ever decides to show up, do his job. He ate all his treats. You gotta be fucking kidding me. What happened? I don't, dude, I don't know. I don't know what's causing this. I don't know. Okay, well, we know the drill. Set the start. God, it's really fucking annoying, man. Now it's gonna crash when I start it. I guess it could be the frame gen. Maybe I'll turn the frame gen down. I might be trying a little too hard on frame gen for just 58 frames per second. We'll see. I blame Michael. Yep, it crashed, dude. I think it's Ari's engine. Because it was happening on Resident Evil 2 as well. Damn, tech problems already, yeah, dude. Yep. Yep. It's tough. I'm just gonna go steal a fucking supercomputer from Best Buy. Best Buy doesn't deserve it. I've been sending all my crash reports because hopefully that helps fix Ari's engine problems. So we're gonna sit here and wait for that to get done. And all my shit's updated, my drivers are updated. I verified the game's files and all that. I did that twice actually the other night when I first started it to get it to work. Did the crash report just crashed, bro? Like I don't know what to do, bro. The RE engine is it's really easy to mod. That is the good thing about it, I guess you could say. Fluffy Mod Manager is the GOAT. Thank you, Fluffy. And then the game will get stuck as my background and it just won't close. I gotta open up Task Manager and find it. Because it just bounces up and down in my CPU usage. There you are. In Task. Thanks, Dad. Yeah, stop the game, please. Okay. They might be asleep. That's okay. Let's see. Let us see if you'll be working. Let's try it again. Let's run it as administrator. That'll probably help. But I can also just cause another crash, so. I'm not clicking off the game if it loads, Michael. You just have to tell me if it's running. You think you're about to get kicked from the guild already? But, okay, well, it crashed again. Okay, dude. I'm not gonna restart my PC, because that doesn't work. I've tried it. I guess I can verify files again. Maybe that'll work. Let me open up NVIDIA and change the frame gen. I was just gonna do it in game, but I'll do it through NVIDIA. 58 FPS, low latency, VSync's on. And we'll make this times 3. Okay. Oh, there is a driver update available. Okay, well, let's update my driver real quick. If it ever decides to work. The video will be like, hey, you have an update available, and it just doesn't let me fucking update it. I swear to God. Come on, motherfucker. This is apparently only a me problem, too, like. What the fuck, it doesn't fade anymore? It just jumps straight to it? Okay, well, whatever. Not that important. Come on, motherfucker. Let me update, please. Okay. The struggles of streaming. This is just an NVIDIA thing, bro. I don't know why it does this shit. But it pisses me the fuck off. And open it back up. It should rerun everything. Yeah, it says update available, and it's just like, hey, you got an update available. Suck my dick though. It'll just sit here on this screen, and I don't know how to fix it. Like, it says update available, and it does that thing where it's installing at 100% below, and it just never does anything. I've let it sit here for hours. It just doesn't fix itself. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I close it out, restart my PC. I do this, I do that. It just doesn't fucking work. Sometimes I have to like spam the stop button when it's doing the install thing, then I can play it and it'll work. There we go, it worked. Now I can install it. Okay. I don't know if it'll fuck with the stream. We'll see. Let's just do it. RTX. It's on. Sponsor me, Canes. I'm like a NASCAR driver, dude. Fucking getting Austin shit to sponsor me. I got WGG to sponsor me. People gotta buy it first. Dude, if I just get like the bare minimum views on the socials and YouTube, then I could start getting ad money. Bare minimum's fucking tough. I don't know what to do. Like back when I was streaming, like kind of consistently just for fun. But you're either gonna get kicked from this guild or you're gonna quit. Are you trying to get kicked on purpose? Yeah, back when I was streaming for fun, I jumped to 29 followers on Twitch in like 2 months. Which doesn't sound that crazy, but I mean, it was pretty quick. I think these dudes are too weird for you, bro. Role players they're weird, bro. I can't hardly stand them. People will do the yes sir, no sir shit in Arma, and I quit so fast. I'll just turn off my radio. Like, I'm not about to sit there and listen to that shit. Like, I'm not taking orders in game. My friend Caden, he's in the Air Force, and he's like, listen, bro, I do that yes sir, no shit in real life. I'm not doing it in a fucking video game. It's like, we ain't fucking doing that. You just wanted a better rank in the guild, but this isn't worth it. Nah, bro, it ain't worth it.